No, but listen, nobody likes their body naked. Most people don't. Do you guys, are you still, maybe you're young, but are you guys, you love looking at yourself naked?
I pass on it.
Okay. Chad?
I don't mind.
Don't, fuck your mother. And you, Zolo, you're 12.
I'm pretty okay with it.
All right. No, wait, just have a couple babies and then. All right, here we go. Third baby bounce back. Whew, I'm recovering from having my third baby. The pregnancy, I gained 70 pounds. I'm older now than with my 2 other kids, and bouncing back is not in the cards for me. How did you lose the baby weight? And do you have any suggestions on how to keep it high and tight? Everything is pretty low and saggy right now. Thanks, Mommy. I know. Listen, that whole bounce back shit is for 20-year-olds, you know, when they're like, I'll snap back. Like, yeah, that's a different era. And you've got 2 other kids to take care of. I would take it really slow, really slow. And the truth is, you just can't eat a lot. Stop eating. Really? I mean, that's the truth. I read this once in this great book. It was one of those cheesy books, the Girlfriend's Guide to Pregnancy and stuff. And this woman said, you know what you should do is you make a pot of soup, like chicken soup and little veggies and bits of, and whenever you get hungry, you just eat a little bit of soup. And before you know it, you'll lose the baby weight. I mean, yeah, what you're doing is just not eating a lot. There you go. But here's what I do recommend, which is highly attainable, especially, I don't know what your childcare sitch is. Do your 10,000 steps today and skip a meal. That's what I did. 10,000 steps. That's what, a half an hour on a treadmill. You watch your show on Netflix. You watch The Gilded Age or whatever now nonsense you're into. And you walk for half an hour and you skip dinner or breakfast. I generally tend, I'm not a health guru and it's probably not the greatest advice, but I eat the biggest meal of my day in the middle of the day. Noon, I eat whatever the heck I want. I want a cheeseburger, I eat the cheeseburger. I want ribs, I eat the ribs. And then dinner, super light. Maybe a vegetable soup or just a little veggie and some little bit of protein, healthy. And then you stop eating at 6 o'clock. I go to sleep. So by the time I wake up at 6 a.m., it's 12 hours I haven't eaten already. I try to go as long as I can without eating. Maybe have a little, I don't like breakfast. Personally, it's not for me. So actually, sorry, let me back this up. I do intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting. I do it, but inadvertently because I hate fucking breakfast. I hate eggs. I hate it. It makes me want to vomit eating in the morning. So I drink coffee. I take a shit. I get all keyed up and anxious. And just as I'm going into a crazy spiral of rage, that's when I'll eat a lot for lunch. And then a little bit of dinner. And then I walk 10,000 steps. And really, that's it. It's just keeping the calories low, don't you think? Because you can eat, listen, there's diets where people can eat McDonald's, but that's all they eat that day. That's how these bitches, you never remember Nicole Richie and Paris Hilton back in the day, you would see them eating McDonald's. Yeah, because these fucking bitches, they slept all day. She even said this, Paris Hilton, she goes, well, I sleep all day. It's a lot. That's keeping the calories down. And then if you eat one meal, you can eat whatever the fuck you want. You're not gonna get past 1,500 calories in one meal. Chad, you lost a bunch of weight. What was your secret?
It was a number of things. It was both like an exercise routine and like eating better. I cook most of my dinners. Like if I have a big lunch here, I'll have a light dinner. And if I have a light lunch, I'll have a bigger dinner. Kind of the same thing where it's, I don't have 2 or 3 full meals every day.
No, and can I tell you, read. Oh, I'm going to tell you, I forgot this great book, French Women Don't Get Fat. French Women Don't Get Fat. Read this book, women, or listen to it on audiobooks if you've got little kids and you can't. French women don't get fat. This is an American fallacy. This is a very American thing that they have 3 big meals a day. You do not need to eat 3 big meals a day. Not only that, I completely forgot. This is my whole eating philosophy. So the reason I eat a lot in the middle of the day, this is also what Europeans do. This isn't Hungarians do this shit too. You eat a lot in the time of the day where you can burn it off. The Americans are so stupid when they decide to eat steak, baked potato, macaroni and cheese, drink a bunch of wine, have the dessert, and then lay down and go to sleep. So the French have a saying, whatever you eat at night sticks to you. So if you want to have the steak and the everything, yeah, have it in the middle of the day and then you burn it off and then eat very light in the evening. This actually, after the first baby, this is how I lost a lot of the weight, is I would just gorge at lunch, whatever the fuck I wanted, and then I was fasting by, 5 o'clock, forget it. And then don't eat again until the next day at lunchtime, if you can. Yeah, just starve yourself and fucking exercise. Right, Chad? Starve yourself and exercise.
Well, I mean,
Starve
be mindful
yourself
of what you're eating is how I would put it.
What are you eating? Or what are you doing? Are you doing low carb, high fat?
So it's not really a system per se, but I bring soup for lunch. Usually they make fun of me for it.
Okay. So what kind of soup? Is it a vegetable soup?
It's usually like lentils or something.
And that keeps you, full?
And then I'll grab like maybe a protein bar at some point during the day.
Okay.
And then at night I'll do like chicken or fish with like vegetables.
So you're stringent all day.
Yeah, and then Muay Thai and
Jesus.
I get on the elliptical for an hour every day if I'm not doing Muay Thai.
So you're starving yourself and exercising. That's what I fucking said.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
I also got off Lexapro. That helped a whole lot.
Yeah, the SSRIs will make you fat. Yeah.
Yes, they did.
They did. Why is that?
I'm not sure why that is, but yeah, it was definitely a big side effect for me. And it's like, yeah, I don't want to kill myself, but looking in the mirror now, I kind of do.
Right. Well, when nobody wants to touch your dick, that makes you suicidal. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know. It's such a trade-off. Plus, you don't feel your genitals as much, which is kind of a bummer, too.
Yeah, it's like delayed.
Yeah.
Which wasn't that bad because you can go longer then.
But everything's a trade-off, right? There's always a trade-off. Yeah. Yeah. Such a bummer. Well, you eat very cleanly. I can't do that every day. I get depressed.
Yeah, I'm not. They order In-N-Out here a whole lot, and I just don't like it. It's too here comes Nadav with something to say.
I'm just saying, congratulations, man. I'm sure I'll be so lucky, you piece of shit.
But can I tell you something? If you did the In-N-Out, like for instance, if I were here and I was like, I want the In-N-Out, you know what I would do? I would eat the burg as is, little bit of fries, just enough, just a little bit of free fruit fries, and then done. That's it. Like for dinner, it's like I'm having like a bite of nothing. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, dinner would be. If I did that, I probably wouldn't have dinner, just because it's so filling and like so. I don't know. Yeah, greasy. And
because also too, I mean, what's really great, Stacia Patwell, the trainer that I had on here, what she did in the beginning of the program with her is like, she puts you on an eating schedule, and this can help break, because a lot of times you're just eating too much and you're not moving around enough. That's why you're fucking fat, right? Not now, of course, barring pregnancy, you're completely exempt from that model. But most of us are eating compulsively, mindlessly. We're using it to eat instead of the feelings of having feelings. We're eating our feelings. So what she did was really great. She puts you on this diet that's like basically the same shit every meal, right? Like, so for instance, in the morning, it's like a shake with like protein powder, spinach, blueberries. That's your morning. That's what you have in the morning. And then your breakfast a few hours later is like a bowl of oatmeal. And then you're going to have, 4 ounces of ground turkey with some rice. That's your lunch. Dinner can be like chicken breast and rice. And that's your lunch. And that's it. So once you pre-prep all that stuff and you just get in the routine, and then you break your thing with food, right? You break the fun of food essentially. So you start to think of it as fuel. And that's one way of doing it too. That really helped me. But then I like eating. And so this French women don't get fat. It does teach you ways to enjoy what you're eating and really enjoy it. Like nowadays, I tend to eat the things I really love. I wear the things I really love. I do the things I love, and I associate with the people I enjoy. I don't do shit I don't want to do no more. And so if I want to eat something that's naughty, like the In-N-Out, which I love, I just have a little bit and then I'm on, and you calibrate, right? So you don't eat bread or wine for that whole day. Oh, and alcohol keeps you fat, by the way. Alcohol keeps you fat, right? Do you drink, Chad?
I do.
How do you?
But not as much. I definitely cut back a whole lot.
So how much do you drink now? Like, what can you get away with and still lose weight?
Huh. That's a good question.
That's tough because the alcohol keeps you fat, dude. That's
Yeah.
my vice. I love wine, so I'm drinking the wine, and then each glass of wine is like 140 calories.
Yeah, it's all a lot of calories. That probably was one of the biggest things that helped me gain weight, was just my intake of alcohol, which I have cut back on. So
Yeah,
it helps.
alcohol. You just got to start doing edibles instead, which I've done. Hey, by the way, yeah, here's what you'll be very proud of me, Nadav.
Go on.
I started eating gummies. But what I do is like the real granny kind that's like tiny THC and then mostly CBD. And
Hell yeah.
like, it's been perfect. We'll take the edge off at night when I'm putting the kids down, and then night. Yeah, it's
Love
been
to
great.
hear it.
I wake
Beautiful,
up.
Mommy.
Yeah, I'm not hungover. I don't eat much. Anyway, I could talk about diet all day long. It's so interesting to me. But the truth is, you just got to stop eating. You just got to become anorexic. That's what these bitches do. I can't do it though. I wish I could. Oh my God. Did you like that highlight? I mean, how much fun was that? Why don't you watch a bunch more? We made a bunch more for you to watch. And then why don't you subscribe to my show? Subscribe to Where My Mom's At. That way, every time I drop an episode, you just get it. You don't have to think about it. And then hit the notification bell so you can get notified of all the great stuff that I make. Watch other highlight. Treat yourself. Get your life right.